Hey guys, MWUSA Season 4, Episode 290. It is still Monday evening. Obviously had an interesting day today. If you remember from the last episode, I was way up, then way down, and then back up again, and wrapped all that up, got home, had some dinner, and hung out with the family. And now I am going to pick up a gift for Christmas for the family, primarily for one kid, but it'll be for the family, otherwise he won't get any other Christmas gifts. And that is a 3D printer, and actually one of the larger size ones that has the 4 different colors at the same time and all that. So excited about that, heading to the store right now to pick it up, but I really haven't thought it through about where the heck I'm going to put this stuff. I don't know. So I have to find a place to hide it. Definitely not in my car. I don't want to be carrying it around, bouncing around for weeks and weeks and sitting in the cold. But I'm going to go pick that up. I've been playing some Pot Limit Omaha tonight. Had a successful night so far, up a few $100s. And it's just going really well for me online. And I don't know what the difference is. Maybe because it's a lower denomination, but it's like, it seems like it's so much easier to play and so much easier to make money online. So we're going to continue doing that, just watching TV and doing that at the same time. Tomorrow, I'm really still not sure about what I'm going to do. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and then Wednesday we're going on vacation. We'll be gone for a while till Sunday. And it's kind of weird because Sunday I was supposed to pick up a cruise voucher, and I won't be able to do that now, so that stinks really. I wonder if I call over there and I ask them if they could send me the number, if that would work. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, still not sure where I'm going to go tomorrow, but I'll catch up with you in the morning, and just wanted to let you know what I was doing tonight. Right now it's about 8 p.m. and I'll catch up with you in the morning. Alright, good morning guys. It is Tuesday morning, November 25th, right before Thanksgiving, and we are just heading out for the day. Early morning, raining outside, pouring outside, and dark. It's going to be a tougher day today. It's going to be very slick roads. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of traffic in the city that we're going to, so just going to take it one step at a time. The rain is expected to keep going till at least this late afternoon, so I'll be on my way home and it should still be raining. So I don't know if I'll be out of the area enough. No, it looks like the whole area, including where I'm going, is going to be rain all day. So just going to take it slow. We'll be fine. We'll need to get fuel on the way to our first casino, and then again on the way home, and then that'll be it, and we'll be leaving tomorrow with the family. I don't know if there'll even be an episode tomorrow, maybe late I'll do an episode, and I'm getting a phone call. Alright guys, sorry about that. Had a call coming in. I don't know where I was going. We're heading out for the day, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back. I was in there for just over 4 hours, and I thought I was really cute and really smart for a minute, but it ended up not turning out to my benefit at all. Actually backfired and became worse. Okay, so looked at some slots first, walked around, ended ahead $9. $9. So started looking at some other stuff. Nothing. Wanted to go play blackjack. Well, wanted to play blackjack. I go to that area. All these different people back there. Most of them know me. And I should have known, actually. I really should have. And so I thought, let me test this. Let me buy into a baccarat table and see what happens. So I got on a baccarat table, and I left, I don't know, minus 100 or something like that. But I was on the table for like 20 minutes. So I thought, now I'll see whether or not they put me in the system or not, and I'll know whether or not I can play blackjack. So I finish that up. I go into the bathroom. I check the app. Nothing in there. All right, that's good. Walk around a little bit. Check it again. Nothing in there. Okay, I'm clear. So I go to the baccarat table, and I buy in. Well, I had chips initially, and then afterwards I bought in and bought in and bought in. Actually, it wasn't that bad. I think the furthest I was down was, I think for a second, less than, I think I was down maybe 1,400 at my low. But I thought, this is an opportunity. These guys obviously don't have my information, and so I'm going to go ahead and just play and see what happens. It's like I'm playing everything back in my head. So I play one table, and I'm down a little bit, switch over to other table, and I see the pit boss has a clipboard with my buy-in and all that stuff on there, which is normal. And I'm worried that, they're going to put that in the system, but it seemed like he wasn't going to. I switched tables, and I saw him bring it back out, and I'm like, all right, so he's keeping track, so let's see what happens here. But still, in the past, they've kept track of my play, and ended up, nothing happened, right? So, nothing to really worry about. So, I'm in for about 1,000 or so, and things are going okay. I had multiple people come and go. I was rat holing, and I felt really good about it because people were coming and going and giving me an opportunity to put money away, and that's, everything is positive there. I had some crazy sick hands, crazy sick. So many different things happened, all insanity, especially at the end. It was some insane hands. And it was all stuff like just ordinary stuff, but just insane how it happens sometimes, where you have a 19, the dealer has a 2 and draws a 6, and you're like, okay, I'm safe, and then draws a 3, you're like, okay, they got 11, I'm dead, and then an ace, now they have 12, and then they still end up beating you 3 more cards, and it's like, it's a true +4. How is this happening? You still pulled out 7 little cards in a row. Stuff like that. And negative count blackjacks and stuff like that. I did insure one time. I think it was a $300 hand, maybe $400, and he didn't have blackjack. I ended up winning the hand, so I only won $200 instead of $400. Actually, it was a $300 hand because I remember I had to get change, so I won $150 instead of $300 on it. And it so happened that it was okay to do it in that, as far as they're concerned, because I had a 20, to them, you should insure a 20 against an ace, but the count was there, so I did it because of the count. I didn't take even money earlier, so it had to do with the count. But it played well because it looked like I was only insuring it because of that. So one thing I've been worried about here is showing a profit, because a lot of people know who I am, and because of the underhanded stuff they did. I've already told you about that, so I'm not going to keep on dwelling on that. So I'm up like 1,200, and this guy busts out and he leaves. He's like this concrete guy, and he's talking the whole time on the phone while he's playing, and then between shoots he's like, can you hold on for a few minutes? I'll be right back, I promise. Okay, and I'm waiting for him. And then he ends up, actually he didn't bust out, he ended up coloring up. I think he had 7,000. When I got to the table, he had like maybe 5,000, so he won a couple thousand while I was sitting there. And so I moved over to third base because I was on first base, and I figured just in case somebody comes to the table. Guy comes to the table. He's playing everything, side bets. He looks like Denzel Washington, and like exactly. I had to keep looking at him, and then everyone was coming up to him, shaking his hand, and saying, "Hey, how's it going?" All this. I'm like, maybe it is him. I don't know, But So he plays, and he plays very recklessly, this guy. He's buying in for 2,000. He's putting 400 on the side bet, 200 on the regular bet, and of course, I'm hitting the side bet 7 or 8 times a shoe, and he's missing all the time. He did hit it once for a small one, but a few $1,000s. But overall, he was just getting killed. Every time he'd get down to his last money and he's getting up to leave, he would win, and then he'd ride it up to 3,000, and back into the ground, and back to 3,000, over and over and over. And finally, one of his buy-ins, he had like 2,300, and he's like, oh, let me get you, hold on. And he had to use 20s, and that's how you know, okay, they're finally running out of money. I'm finally going to get to play by myself. He runs out of money, and he leaves. At that point, I'm up like 1,900, I want to say, something like that. So I'm doing well, but I'm like, I have an opportunity. I'm going to do something I normally don't do. I'm just going to hit him hard. I don't care. So he leaves, and I've got a positive count, a good count, like true, maybe 3, maybe higher, maybe 4, something like that. And I lose like 7 hands in a row and get back to a neutral count. And I felt like someone punched me in the gut. I gave back all the money that I had won, and I was back to about even again. And so I kept on playing. I was by myself for a while, but the count goes up again. And a few times some really weird things happened. Like at one point there were 6 security guards at the table behind me. Like at my table, but behind me. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? This can't be a good sign. And then they ended up just walking away. I'm like, are they, comparing me to a picture? I've had that happen before. This lady just cuts me off for this parking spot. This is so hilarious. He just zoomed right in there like it was nothing. I'm just sitting there. What the heck? I don't get it. Oh man. Anyway, so she like took. I'm right there getting ready to pull in, and she zooms right in there and takes it. Anyway, keep playing. And I get some big counts, and I have a couple good strings of good hands together, and I end up finally leaving at the end of a shoe, and I was ahead $3,475. $3,475. I go to the parking lot where my car is, and I'm like, just in case, I kind of feel like I need to just do the old license plate thing. I'm going to do that, and that way there's less of a chance maybe they're looking at me, and on my way out they might look at the camera. So I decided just to do that, and I leave out the parking lot, and everything was good. And I'm like, hey, that's really good. We got away with one there, and they didn't put me in the system. I double-checked the app a few minutes ago, and they put me in the system. Not only did they put me in the system, but I won $3,500, and they put me in as winning $4,300, so even better. So when I walked away from the baccarat table, they must have put me down. I don't know what they did. I mean, how could they put me as making a big profit when I didn't? I don't know. But that just made things worse, because for the month, they had only put me in one time, and it showed like a $300 gain, and I'm all happy. And now it shows a $4,500 gain. Let's see, let me bring it up here. So it's just aggravating, because I finally thought I had the ability to just do whatever, and that's what happened. So let me see. Bringing it up. Yeah, so let me see. November. Yeah, it put me in as $4,200 win. So $4,200 instead of $3,475. So makes things as bad as possible. I could have given them the card, and I would have been better off than having it happen this way. So very unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do. And it's funny, because when I was at the baccarat table, I said, don't put me in. And he's like, I don't even know your name. I can't put you in. I'm like, okay, I just don't want to be put in. And what happened? I moved to the other table, same group of people, same dealers. They put me in. So anyway, all right, I'm going to head into the store here, get some food, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I'm back. Just stopped for some fuel again. Yeah, I was just thinking, the thing I'm worried about with that session is I've been going to that place for so many years, and I've never blatantly just pushed it in their face. And I did that there, and I was at those tables for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. So there's plenty of information there. So I expect either everything's going to be okay forever, or possibly next time might be a problem. So the more I think about it, the more worried I am about it. But can't worry, you're just going to have to do it. So if I come here next time and there's a problem at the door, it would actually limit me from doing some other things that I hopefully that doesn't happen. But there is another place I can go to. It's just a lot further, and I may just completely rethink things, because then my goals are going to have to go down to about half of what they are daily, and just figure things out, and then use my trips to be the gigantic money makers. And there'll be more pressure on each trip, but that may be how we have to go. Right now it is dark outside and it is raining. It's been pretty much raining most of the day today, so has not been a pleasant journey. Traffic hasn't been too terrible, but now it's dark and wet, and it's still kind of medium to heavy traffic, so not the most pleasant thing. Let's do some segments here. We'll do some other stuff afterward. What did you eat today, MW? I had some grilled steak stuff with some side, like pickles and things on the side, and that was pretty good. Always gives me a stomachache a few hours later, which is what just happened there. I use this gas station as like, when I find a place, it's like my place. It's got to be the cheapest place, the cleanest place, all that, and this is the place. I just filled up for 216. So anyway, it was really good. I give it at least a 9 on a scale of 2 through ace. And what did you tip today, MW? Well, as you know, I won a lot of money. I played on table for a very long time. Did pretty well. Start to finish, I was doing good most of the time. Maybe I was down, whatever, hundreds, not thousands. So I tipped a total of $0. And then what did you learn today, MW? I learned that I'm never safe. They're going to know from now on. I know every session that I do, I'm going to be watched, and I've got to make a decision either to only play on the one shift where nobody knows me, or I got to hit them as hard as possible and just go for like 20,000 in one day and say sayonara, and that's going to be it. So I think that's where we've gotten to. There's no more room for anything else. Interestingly, I just got an alert saying that I got a message from my host at my home city that I originally got backed off of first, but I can't find it anywhere. So I don't know if that was just a fluke that my phone said that, or what the deal was, but that was kind of weird. Anyway, right now just settling back in and heading toward home, and I'll be back to go over a few other things. All right, guys, I am back. So still heading home. Rain finally stopped. It's 55 degrees, very dark outside, no reflectors on the road where I'm driving right now, but everything is cool, safe, all that. And tomorrow starts a new chapter. Tomorrow is going to be travel with the family. Not sure if I'll publish an episode or not. And then tomorrow evening, after all that stuff is taken care of, after I check into the hotel and all that, we'll probably play some blackjack, probably play some slots, and try to make a little bit of money. Unfortunately, the casino that we are going to be staying at is not one that we're going to be playing blackjack at. However, 45 minutes away from there or so, there is a casino that we are going to be playing blackjack at, and we're not going to have any mercy on them. So we'll see what we can do there. Tomorrow is going to be a really long travel day, so if I do release anything, it'll probably be Thursday morning. I do have some work to do tonight for the office. I probably get that knocked out in a half hour or so. I'm on call, blah, 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 all that stuff. And, yeah, we'll be on our vacation here for Thanksgiving. So, I guess, I still have a little over an hour to go. I'm just going to let you go, and we'll catch up soon. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.